Hey everyone, what's up? And I want to welcome you to this overview review of the Funko Princess Twilight Sparkle figure. This is the Funko Princess Twilight Sparkle figure. Now I know they probably had a Twilight Sparkle before this, without the whole princess and wings and all that. Unfortunately, I can't find that anywhere, but so I don't know if this is the first Twilight Sparkle they brought out or if there's another one. But this is my first one, and this is probably the most sought after one. The reason being is because when I tried to look for her after I got Celestria, I couldn't find any Funko version. All I found was those little Funko chibi versions of Twilight. So I couldn't find anything else on her. Then recently, God told me, Brian, take a look again. So I looked, and I ended up finding her. And this was after I'd already placed some orders in for a couple of other things I've shown off in other package openings, or recent package openings. And I saw her, and I saw how much she was, and I thought, well, it's not too bad. At least it's not as much as what Luna, well, at least it's not as much as what Celestria was. It's a little bit more than the Luna I got, which is the glitter version of Luna, the Viant version of Luna. I still plan to get the regular one if I can. So yeah, basically, she was about, I'll say this, a little under $90, and that's to be expected, especially if it's a princess version. And what's funny about this is when I look at these Funko figures that are on sale at Amazon through third-party people who either use the Amazon Prime option to give free shipping or whatever, it seems that the princess ones were always the most expensive. The only exception was Cadence. Cadence was a lot cheaper. But it's like Luna, Celestria, and now Twilight were the more expensive ones. I'm not saying the others weren't expensive either. Another figure I got to do a review on a little bit is Pinky, and I'll do her in a little while as well. But the thing is, the most expensive out of this was, of course, the princess versions, and I'm thinking, why are they so expensive? And then it dawned on me, these are characters that even now with Twilight, who's supposed to be like the star of the show, it's going to be the star of the movie, the main character, the main character that everything focuses around, that, you don't see her as much now, especially with season 7, because it's trying to expand. I think the show's trying to expand the universe of the characters, get more non-traditional characters in there, and that's why I think she's becoming more of a rarity herself. So anyway, let's take a look at her. As you can see down here, it's got a Hot Topic logo. This came from, well, it didn't come from Hot Topic. This actually came from, what was the name? I can't think of it right now. Maybe it'll say here on my phone. Let me check. But yeah, the thing is, I got it for $89, basically $95 when you put in, shipping and all that. Even though, not shipping, but tax and all that. Hold on, let me make sure this pops up. See who the seller was, just out of curiosity. Oh, Collector's Rebellion, that's what it was. Okay, Collector's Rebellion, which, believe it or not, I said this when I did a package opening recently. Collector's Rebellion obviously is an in-home business, because when I looked up the address, because they had the address on the packaging, it was just a satellite view of the area, but it was mostly a farm home. Basically, you saw like you saw a lot of land, you saw a house, a barn, and all that. It was a farmhouse. Basically, they make enough money there to have this as a third-party business. But yeah, Twilight came from Collector's Rebellion for about, I think, how much was it again? I think it decides to restart. I think it was about, like I said, 89, 95 attacks. So anyway, again though, you can see it's a hot topic. And one thing I want to address is, I know some people, and I've talked about this before, some people may not be, sorry for the shaky cam there, some people may not be in favor of, of people buying multitudes of the same item, especially when it comes to this, and selling it for higher prices than it should be. But it's kind of what's the name, scalping it, if you will. Kind of like what people have been, basically the people, kind of like what the people that bought the Nintendo Classic, the NES Classic, have been, blamed on for. They basically buy the system and then they scalpel it. Not scalpel, but yeah, I think that's the name. They kind of scalpel it for a lot more than it should be. But anyway, I understand people may not be in favor of that, but I think the biggest difference when you take a look at something like the NES Classic and this is, that even if somebody buys multitudes of the same item here like this, that Funko is always going to, even at the time, still distribute more, so there's no worry about that. There's always going to, at that time, there's always going to be almost an unlimited supply of the same figure, so you don't have to worry. Now, apparently, just like with Luna and Celestia and I think Cadence, there was a Viant glitter version, which is basically the same figure, it's just the Viant version. But I didn't get that. Instead, I ended up getting the regular version here, so hopefully there's nothing wrong with it as we open it up. Pull the top off, and you're going to pull her out. You see the box is empty. Pull out with these. It seemed like she may have been used before. As you can see, there might be a little bit of a crease there. Well, it might not be a crease, but it might be a designer's thing. I don't know. Let me check. No, it might be just a designer flaw there. I'm just looking here, right here at this part. So it looks alright. I mean, but anyway, there she is. She's a lot lighter, you could definitely tell, because she's a lot smaller. But definitely show accurate in many ways. And as you can see underneath, she's got her the official pony stamp of approval, and she's got the number, which is A22, which is A222. Definitely a good show accuracy. There is something with her tail. It's like it's got a little dent there, or a little something where you connect with. It's like you can connect that to something. I don't know what. But yeah, it's really nice to have her. Again, I know some people might have some complaints about her, and you could tell in a sense that she's been used already, or someone's taken her out of the package already. You can see that in a sense. And it definitely kind of shows you they may have been that this definitely came from a farm home. Because if, let's say they have a little kid there that may have accidentally opened it up, they may have taken it out and put it in the dirt or something. They may have taken it out and played with it in the dirt or something. But yeah, it's really nice. Again, you could definitely tell that, like I said, it's been taken out of the box before. There might be like a little, like right here, I'm noticing like a little crease there or something. So you could definitely tell the paint probably chipped a little bit. I don't know if that was on the Collector's Rebellion's part, or it was on Funko's. A lot of people would say it's on Funko's part, but that's the one thing about getting these not directly from Amazon or from Funko, is you always risk that something might be a little off, maybe not. But overall, it's a really nice figure. I really like it. Like I said, it's a lot lighter than Luna and Celestria, so. But I'm just really happy to have her. Just really happy to have her. And you can tell she's got a cutie mark on both ends, just in case people were wondering. She does have a cutie mark on both ends. It's pretty cool. But overall, and you know, some people, one thing I noticed some people may complain about is how uneven the wings are. Like one wing covers the cutie mark a little bit and then the other doesn't. Again, you know, you can't always have accurate perfection, but again, overall you get what, you know, you basically get the best they can give you. And overall, I'm very happy with this. You can hold it if you have kids that you're here's the thing. If you do have kids that you're just getting it for, they can play with it like this, but very carefully. But overall, I really like it. Again, I don't know what this thing is here for. But overall, I'm just really happy. I know some people might come online and say, "Well, it does look like her. It looks like the same thing, but it looks like it can be made by a different material." And it might be. I don't know. Maybe they decided to go with a more lesser, harder material. I don't know. Again, I don't know what this is about here. Again, I don't know if maybe that's just intentional or something. That might be intentional if you watch the show. So, again, that might be intentional if you watch the show. Yeah, it is kind of intentional. You can see it right there with her tail. But overall, I'm happy to get her. I thank God I was able to get her. Because again, I thought, well, I got Celestia, I got Luna, I got Cadence, but I don't have Twilight, and it's going to be hard to get her. Not really. But yeah, I'm just overall happy to finally have her in the collection, and that's really all I could say. I mean, I love the design on it. Like I said, it seems a little lighter than usual. And overall, though, I have no complaints. So, let me know what you guys think down below. Comment if you like. I would like to hear your compliments on it, your opinions. And let me know what you guys think about, you know, people buying up quantities of these kind of figures and then selling them for more outlandish prices than they should. Because again, I know, I understand, you know, some people, like I said, may not be a fan of it. If I could just get it back in. Now, palm, I think, will be golden. Here we go. But overall, like I said, I'm just really happy to get her back. I mean, get her, I should say. Not get her back, but get her. And that's really all I can say. Let me know what you guys think down below. Comment if you like. And I'm out.